It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very warm welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Espresso on SABC3. Now, who out there doesn't like a chocolate chip cookies? It's one of those favorite treats that once you start eating, you just can't stop. But thankfully, we have Pam Pillay, who's always on speed dial to give us a healthier option to enjoy our favorite treats. And in fact, Ewan recently learned how to make a low-carb chocolate chip cookie. Have you ever?
This morning we have a very special recipe for you that's going to make sure that you still breathe health into your families and into your homes, and I really think that the young ones will enjoy this one this morning. And here to show us the ropes, the lovely Pam Pillay. What are we doing today?
We are making a very simple recipe with a very long name.
All right.
Low-carb choc chip cookies.
Low-carb choc chip cookies. You know, that sounds right up my alley. I like to watch what I eat as well. So what makes this low-carb exactly?
So instead of your traditional wheat flour or cake flour, we're going to be using things like your almond flour and your coconut flax seeds. And instead of the sugar, we're going to be using fruit purees for the sweetness.
So you don't have to add your normal refined sugars?
Absolutely. So, you know that I'm adding flax seeds in here. And that's my focus with this recipe today. It's the flaxseed. It's an excellent source of omega-3. Not a lot of people seem to know this. It's also a good source of 6 and 9s. And it also provides you with excellent fiber.
I like it, and this is a really good way of disguising a healthy ingredient in something delicious for the children.
Yep.
All right.
And then our choc chips, just a bit of decadence.
And they say a little bit of dark chocolate every day is really healthy for you.
That's it. It's very good for the heart. And we're using 60% chocolate chips here. Okay, so this is nicely combined, and we move on to the wet ingredients now, Ewan. You'll see that we're using fruit puree here. I've got apple and peach. But I think that you can play around with the fruit purees.
And I think this is great, a substitute for your refined sugar, obviously.
Absolutely. I think this is a good way to go in terms of sweetening your foods naturally. These natural sugars that you're going to find in fruit are much better for you than what refined sugars can offer you. Remember, we're still combining these two mixtures now, and all we want is a soft drop dough consistency. It's not like a scone dough, which is quite firm. We'll be able to drop it quite nicely onto our baking tray.
Once you've mixed your wet ingredients together, they must be added to the mix of dry ingredients. Blend the components together until they form a relatively smooth and soft batter.
Now, you mentioned that flaxseed is the one that we are focusing on here. It's got a lot of different health properties. In terms of supplementation, can you get it through that as well?
Yes, if we're looking at people that don't want to have it in a smoothie or have it in a biscuit, well, this is a good way to disguise it. It's a very good way to disguise it. But for the people that really don't want to have it, we've got Vital Flaxseed Oil Supplement. And this is a great way to get your daily dose in. Wonderful for people that don't want to take in the fish oil, for our vegetarians out there. So it's an excellent source of all three omega fatty acids, your 3, your 6, and 9. And it's a once-a-day supplement, so you're going to get in quite a lot of, you know, the same flaxseed that we're using. Instead of eating 20, you know, cookies and watching your waistline, you can take it as a flaxseed oil supplement.
So basically, 6 days a week, take that, and the 7th day, you'll just chow a whole
There
bunch
we
of
go.
these cookies. Love it.
That's a good idea.
All right.
To make these cookies, place the almond flour, flax seeds and chocolate chips in a bowl and mix. In a separate bowl, mix apple sauce, peach puree and egg, vanilla extract, baking powder and bicarb together. Now add the wet ingredients mix to the dry ingredient mix and stir together to form a batter. Scoop spoonfuls onto a baking tray and bake.
Oh, bring those cookies, Pam. Look at them. I gotta tuck in.
Wow, watch it.
All right. Oh, wow. That is so good. The coconut flavor, your sweetness from the purees, chocolate chips in there as well.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to cool down and then I'll go for it.
All right. But I see you prepared as a little drink as well.
What I have here is some unsweetened fruit juice, some berry juice here. And I always keep some Vital Rooibos tea in the fridge, so it's a very, very strong brew. And together, this makes a wonderful combination.
So if you would like to try your hand at this very simple low-carb choc chip cookies, all you need to do is SMS the keyword VITAL to 33728. That's VITAL to 33728. We'll send you everything you need to know. Just keep in mind those SMSs cost R1.50. You're a star, you know that.
I know.
Can I have another one?
No.
The Vital Foundation funds organizations fighting women and child abuse. If your organization requires funding assistance, apply at vitalfoundation.coza before the 28th of February 2015.